it's time to turn your attention inward. Begin by noticing what is present right now. As you bring your awareness inside, what do you notice? Do you notice thoughts? Is there a particular feeling, sensation? Maybe your mind is racing. Maybe you feel this exhale of, oh yeah, it's time. It's time to stop. Whatever's there, just make note. Part of the first step in learning how to rest is simply to make acquaintance with what's actually here, what has our attention, what's calling on our energy force. So take a few moments just to really notice, what are you aware of right now inside of yourself? Maybe it's something outside of you, sounds in the background. And then next, move towards your breath. And just in your own time, just do 3 to 4 deep, slow inhales. So we'll do it together. And then an exhale. In your own rhythm, just do that 3 or 4 more times. Even allowing yourself to make sounds on the exhale, move your body. Part of what we're doing now is just getting acquainted, turning our attention towards our energy body, our life force through the breath. So take a few moments. And next, I'm going to offer you some words. It's really not essential whether the words are true or not, but more so what we're doing is we're tossing a pebble into the pond of our awareness, into our subconscious, to find out when we hear a particular set of words, what arises within us within the first 10 seconds. There's often quite a bit of information that maybe is a different response than what our intellectual mind would have us think or say. So you may have thoughts in response to the words. You may have feelings arise, or you may even have some strong sensations. And I've noticed for myself, sometimes the words, they literally bounce right off of me like a quarter on the table. So you may have an experience of something really not even coming in. Or maybe it comes in and you just feel flat. So whatever's there, the practice here is just to be with that direct experience. So I'll say the words twice so you can feel 2 rounds of it. And all you need to do is just watch. Notice what happens when you hear the words, "It's okay to rest." Just noting whatever arose. And then again, what happens when you hear, "You can rest now. It's okay to rest now." And now we're going to go on a journey together where I will guide you through a short process, and then we'll stay in silence for a while together. And then I'll come back on as we get close to our 30 minutes and share a few more thoughts. So, beginning with bringing your awareness up into that space just above your head, the crown area, 2 to 3 inches above your head. And really, in this moment, just making contact with what it feels like to place your attention there. Maybe you feel a little buzz of energy. Maybe you start to feel sensations in your brain, in your head, your cranium. Or maybe you don't feel anything. Whatever's there is all perfectly good. But just the art of bringing our attention is what helps open and awaken aspects of ourselves. And so imagine, as we travel a descension through your body, imagine that this energy that you're feeling or sensing or looking towards that's above your head, imagine that that turns into the rays of a sun. And even if you don't feel the energy, just see what it's like to imagine the warmth rays of the sun, of your essential nature, radiating down into your brain, your skull, the top of your head. And see what it's like just to allow that energy or the awareness of the sun warming you in your head. And just speaking to this part of your mind, I just want to invite it to rest. Any thoughts, any desire to make meaning, to narrate the experience that you're having right now, to be in some form of even self-criticism, or maybe I should be feeling something different. Maybe this isn't right, or whatever the narrative is, just really let it be and see if you can just rest back into the sensations of the warmth of the sun, letting it start to flow down into your neck. You may even want to imagine it going over your shoulders and out your arms and hands, just like waterfall, just a continuation of warming you in your arms. And then coming back up, allowing from your neck down to your heart, just let the warmth drop until you arrive in the center of your heart, and just take a pause there, like an elevator stopping. Just pause and notice what's present here in your heart right now. Again, sensations, emotions, thoughts, whatever arises, just notice. You may even want to put your hand on your heart and just see what placing your hand there feels like for you. That brings more connection or less. And I'm going to invite another step here, but if for whatever reason you hear the words and they feel like work, they don't feel resonant, really let them go. Let them go down the river, and you just stay with your experience in the center of your heart. So I invite you to think of something that your heart longs for, something you yearn to experience. Perhaps it hasn't been made manifest yet, and it's something that you're wanting to create, to engage in. Maybe that's a lifestyle change, a partnership, a creative project, a business expression, a relationship expansion. Whatever that is, just see if you can touch into something that you yearn for, that your heart knows wants to be expressed. Or perhaps you have that in your life right now, but you notice that your heart is struggling to fully receive that joy, that abundance, that infinite possibility that your heart knows is possible. And just see what it's like to just call upon something that's true for you in this realm. What do you long for? And if you've been able to touch into something, see what it's like now to imagine what it would feel like as if it's happening right now to be experiencing that thing, that expression. What will it feel like in your body if that was right now true? And really staying in the feeling, the warmth, the relaxation, the relief, whatever comes with that, just stay with the feeling of what it would be like if this yearning was made manifest right now. It's really okay to rest in your longings. And it's really important to have a practice of feeling them as if they're already here. So just notice if there's resistance, if there's despair, if there's a sense of, I can't do that because it's not here right now. And see if there's some part of you that can embrace all those voices and let them be here while you turn your attention back towards feeling this space of what it's like to have what you yearn for arising inside in your life. What would be different? And we're going to let that stay working itself inside of you if you've touched something, and trust that that has been noted and you can come back here at any time to build on it. And again, if nothing did arise, just notice what it's like to just be welcoming of that too. Yeah, I can't touch it or I can't feel it. That's a form of rest. Resting is about being with what is, about being with the sensations, the feelings, all the narratives, and really noticing, tracking, and being with how they move in us as a witness rather than being identified with them. And so now let your awareness fall, the warmth carrying down into your belly. You may even hold an image of your belly being the universe, the stars, the space of life itself, the infinite void, where all things are born in this emptiness and this spaciousness, the fertile ground of uncertainty. And just see what the sensations are like as you rest into this sacred space. You may even want to bring your attention to how your breath moves through your belly and feeling your belly expand and fall with your breath, and taking a few rounds of that. Filling your awareness here. It's so easy in life to fill all the spaces with all the things that we love to do, the things we feel we need to do, our responsibilities. And yet sometimes everything we need, the answers we're seeking, come from the empty space of just resting and being. And it takes discipline to rest. And I'm not talking about resting in bed or napping. It's this deep apprenticing artistry of being with what is, moving with the tides of our inner experience while we also touch into the expansive nature of who we are. So just allowing the warmth to drop down through your pelvis, your legs, your feet, until it goes down into the earth. And just imagining that this warmth from the heavens to the earth are just moving through without effort. You don't even have to track it. There's just a warmth and a cleansing moving from your crown all the way down your body into the earth, helping you rest. And then lastly, just explore what it's like to investigate the space outside the perimeter of your body. You may imagine yourself expanding, stretching beyond your form. You may just draw a line, kind of like a paper doll, around this perimeter of your body on the sides, the back, the front, and just pushing that energy out to see what the space in the field is like. Just notice what happens when you hear these words. It's okay to expand and receive from the wisdom keeper of space, of unseen support, of the loving guides who are here to support you, guide you, and love you through the complex, challenging experience of being human, that you are not alone. And so just allowing yourself, we'll go into silence now, just to be with wherever your attention takes you, wherever you feel your exploration around rest takes place. Maybe that's breathing into your belly. Maybe that's going back up to your heart. Maybe it's just feeling the weight of your body wherever you're sitting, or your breath at your nose, finding just a place to just rest for a moment and be here. it's okay to rest. Pretty soon you'll be making your way to the end of your meditation for today. And I invite you to take 2 practices into the day. The first is just to notice something today, tonight, that you feel grateful for. That can be the aroma of your coffee. It can be the warmth of the sun coming through the window. It can be the smile of someone you love. It can be the touch of someone you love. Spending time in nature, a rich conversation, a moment inside when you felt peaceful and kind towards yourself. Just take note today and put your attention on that thing that you feel grateful for and let your heart blossom. Part of resting is ultimately bringing our nervous system back into a state of regulation over and over again. From activation to rest, from activation to rest. And one of the ways we do that is we come back into our heart, we come back into something that we feel grateful for. It helps the brain shift out of a flight response and into some sort of settling. So practice number 1 is find something you're grateful for. And the second practice is find a moment to be playful. That can just be a thought that you have in your mind. It can be a joke. It can be some lighthearted way that you just take in a deep breath and of fresh air. You move your body in a certain way. It doesn't have to be big, extravagant outing. It's simply a movement towards playfulness. And again, that will bring your system into a state of starting to rest. And so just enjoy yourself today, this evening when you sleep. Just enjoy the places that you can touch that feel nourishing.